A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before we kickstart this event, I'd like to request Dr. Manadanes to please lead the dignitaries onto the dais. We have Dr. Vinod Kumar, Mr. Dilip Gupta, our VC sir, Registrar sir, Dr. Vinayak sir, Dr. Professor Bharadwaj, Professor Sheila ma'am, and Professor Vishnupat. It is an absolute honor to welcome you all to the Industry Academia Dialogue, Revamping Curricula for Achieving Academic Excellence. Before we start this event, I'd like to request Tanmay and Varshini to please bless us with an invocation song. May I request you all to please rise.
वारणस्य वक्रतुण्ड शूर्पकर्णा पालया हेरम्बा चारुहास सर्पसूत्रा पालया वारणस्य वक्रतुण्ड शूर्पकर्णा पालया हेरम्बा चारुहास सर्पसूत्रा पालया प्रमदनाद प्रथमवन्द्य स्कन्द गुरुवरवरमते प्रमदनाद प्रथमवन्द्य स्कन्द गुरुवरवरमते रक्तसनालम्ब जठराये कदन्ता गणपते वारणस्य वक्रतुण्ड शूर्पकर्णा पालया हेरम्बा चारुहास सर्पसूत्रा पालया क्षिप्रवरदा अर्करसना प्रश्न गणपति नामका क्षिप्रवरदा अर्करसना प्रश्न गणपति नामका योग सुभमा विघ्नहरणा सर्वलोक विनायका वारणस्य वक्रतुण्ड शूर्पकर्णा पालया हेरम्बा चारुहास सर्पसूत्रा पालया सर्पसूत्रा पालया सर्पसूत्रा पालया.
Thank you so much. May I now request Dr. Manadanes sir to lead the dignitaries to light the lamp. Without further ado, I'd like to request Dr. Manadanes sir to please take the lead now.
Thank you, Ms. Nibeta. So now it's my great pleasure to invite Professor Manoj K. Ravara, the Vice Chancellor of SRM University, to deliver the welcome address and set the context for this dialogue.
Good morning. Great. First of all, let me welcome Dilip Kumar Gupta, MD of Sagarmala Development Limited, a Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways enterprise. Dilip, I know him ever since I was appointed faculty at IIT Roorkee. So my association with him is 35 years old. So thank you, Dilip, for coming. I also welcome Dr. Vinod, our MD of Andhra Pradesh Skill Development Corporation, whom I met only last week, Saturday, in one of the functions organized by our Andhra Pradesh State Higher Education Council. And I was so impressed with his 5 to 10 minutes address there that I thought that he should be here on our campus. And thank you, Vinod, in accepting our request. I also welcome the Dean Academic Affairs, Registrar, Deans of Schools, my faculty, other people who have been working hard to make this event a success, and of course, my industry professionals. You came here just on our one call. It never happens. You guys are so busy that if you have found time for us, it's our achievement. So thank you for coming, in blessing us and in working with us on this occasion. I also thank all other student support which I am getting all the time from my student community. It's because of them we are here. And it is because of them that we need to do something for this young generation. Therefore, whole day we shall be deliberating, discussing things which will shape their future. I hope the Student Council Core Committee 4 members are there somewhere sitting here. Are they there? Preetam, Lakshman, Nirukta, and Sanjana. They are the representatives of our student community. And whatever we are doing only for them. And we are taking them along. The curricula which will be presented to you has already been discussed with the student community, with the alumni, with parents, everybody. Whatever feedbacks we received, all those feedbacks have been incorporated in this. Let me also welcome and in fact thank the 4 or 5 people who have really worked hard, and I would like them to stand. Dr. Vinayak Kaluri, our Dean Academic Affairs, the 3 deans of the schools. I'm talking of only the academic side. The trio of Mannathan, Karthik Rajendran, and Lakshmanan. Where are they? Just raise hand. These people have really worked hard. I don't know Vivekanandan, where is he hiding, or he must be traveling because yesterday I think he was in Chennai. You know what? Thank you. You know what? Today, the turnover and gross revenue of this auditorium has increased like anything. It may be in billions and billions and billions. And you know, that is the kind of talent which we have here in this auditorium today. And you know, on the other side, there is another talent sitting, which is my faculty. I would just request all my faculty members just to rise and welcome these industry professionals. Sir, this is my strength. This is my strength, and you guys need to work with my strength to double the strength and see what happens in next 5 years. Thank you very much, all of you. You know, the measure which we evaluate them is nothing but the H index. So now by the end of the day, I must see how the H index and the revenue meet to increases of this auditorium. And that's what I want. So H index and revenue should talk to each other as much as they can, so that whatever patents they are filing, whatever patents they are being awarded, these need to be commercialized, these need to be transferred into technologies, these need to be transferred into businesses, and if you can do that with our faculty, I would be very, very grateful. Let me now come back to the agenda and let me set the context over here. You see a picture of campus on this screen. And you know, This is Niru, this is Konda, and we are in Niru Konda village where this campus is lying. Just want to give you a university snapshot. We were born in 2017. 14th July, we will be completing our 6 years. We have a student diversity of 5,600. We are a 100 acres campus with a student intake in 23-24 will be 2,000. Total student strength in August will be 6,700. Hostel capacity 4,200. In a steady state, we want to be 10,000 in next 5 years. Our faculty strength right now is 300, about 300. Our operational budget, yearly budget is 230 crores. We have 3 schools: School of Engineering and Sciences, School of Paris School of Business, School of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, and these are running different BTech, MTech, BSc, MSc, BA, BBA, BCom programs. Also, all the departments are running PhD programs, and right now, more than 250 PhD scholars are there on campus in this last 6 years only. And we are growing in terms of PhD scholars. And I'm proud to say that we are a very, very research-intensive university. And some of the achievements of research must be there on your table. Please have a glance at it. We have supporting directorates like admissions and outreach, campus life management, communications, corporate relations, finance, human resources, information technology and knowledge management, innovation and entrepreneurship, international relations and higher studies, sports, student affairs. We also have Office of Alumni Affairs, Health Center and a Wellness Center. All these are supporting department. Whatever you see today, it's because of them. They are the backbone of our university. We also have research centers established by industry as well as by our own management. We have Amaraja Center for Energy Storage and Devices, Center for Pioneering Studies in Gold and Silver. I think Tanishq is helping us there. Center for Geospatial Technology, Center for Drone Technology, Center for Computational and Integrative Sciences, Center for Consumer Research, Center for AI and UN SDGs, and of course our incubator, which is named as HLab Research Center. There are 2 more centers supporting, which is Teaching Learning Center and Executive Education and Professional Studies. Our vision is to emerge as a world-class university in creating and disseminating knowledge, providing students a unique learning experience in their chosen field of scholarship that would best serve the society. And I have highlighted some words here, and I mean it. These words are our mantras, and these words will eventually be converted into our curricula. You will see the glimpses of these words in our curricula. Recently, we have completed our 5-year strategic plan for next 5 years, and we have set 5 goals for us: enhance student experience, achieve academic excellence, intensify research, innovation, and entrepreneurial spirit, attain financial sustainability, improve perception and visibility. The top 3 are directly related to students' life on campus, and that's where we are focusing on. When I say intensify research, we have done very well in the research. You will see our achievements. But now we want to take this research to a different level, where the industry support is going to be hugely appreciated. For the academic excellence, for achieving academic excellence, curricula is the key. And therefore, we are meeting today. And when I look at this child, this is my favorite slide. All the time I use it. And look at this child. What a smiling face. But what is she saying? If I cannot learn the way you teach, will you teach me the way I learn? And that is a clear message to our fraternity, we the academicians, that can we make them learn, not teach. Now for next 4 minutes, I just want you to be attentive, and when you watch this video, you will know why I'm saying this.
We would like to speak with you concerning the nature of our learning in your classroom. We really hope you will understand that we are not complaining. We are just looking for a classroom experience that will work for our learning, for our future.
Our future is quite unknown. We cannot begin to guess what will be available to us in the next 5 years as far as jobs, technology, economy, etc. Let alone 10 years from now.
We look at our future in a different way than you have. We cannot always see the connection between what you may deem as important and what we see going on in the world today.
While Shakespeare's sonnets, the Civil War generals and the elements of the periodic table are all very important pieces of knowledge, we do not see the need to memorize them, as we can find this information in a moment using the technology we have available at our fingertips.
We need classroom environments that are dynamic, challenging, and ask us to think outside the box. We need to think critically and problem solve. We need to communicate in ways that incorporate the technology of today as well as the standard means of the past.
We need a classroom that is not a only linear learning environment from you the teacher to we the student. We need a classroom that provides an opportunity for us to be responsible for our own learning, to interact with anyone and everyone who may enhance our learning.
Whether that is you the teacher, other students within our classroom, or other students in the school or even outside the school.
We seek out opportunities to explore possibilities. Not just follow a rubric to get an A. We need to know that it is okay to make mistakes, even fail. As long as that is part of the process of moving forward in our education.
We wanted to learn in a manner that will enhance our abilities to work in a world that will have jobs that we can't even imagine, working with technology that has not even been invented yet, to solve as yet to be created problems.
We are facing a world with more than 7 billion people, with 2 countries that each have more people in their workforce than we have in our entire population.
We are facing a world where the jobs of the past are being outsourced to reduce cost or replaced by technology.
Even accountants, lawyers, and computer techs are all being outsourced or replaced by technology.
H&R Block accountants and Dell computer techs are all in India. LegalZoom.com allows many people to handle legal issues without a lawyer.
What will be the jobs of our future? What skills will we need? How are we going to be prepared for that future, unless we start building those skills in your classroom today?
The skills for those jobs are left brain skills: organization, planning, numbers, formulas, rules, analysis. The jobs of our future are going to need right brain skills: big picture, synthesis, context, imagination, and inventiveness.
In actuality, we need a classroom that encourages both sides of the brain. We need a classroom that provides an opportunity for both skill sets to come together. A classroom that provides collaboration between both types of learners.
We can no longer accept a classroom environment based solely on following one set of rules. We should celebrate both the right answer and the wrong answer. The right answer for being correct and the wrong answer for what we learned about that incorrect path.
We should celebrate the linear process to a solution, but also encourage those that take a more circuitous route to that common endpoint.
We should see the beauty of a single tree but not lose sight of the grandeur of the forest.
It is in your classroom that we need to begin the process of melding together the successes of both styles of learning. We need to be given the opportunities to problem solve without a necessary endpoint.
We need the opportunity to fail with the encouragement to keep trying. Given an environment where we are secure in failing and realizing it is a part of the process.
We must be given a chance to share ideas with others and learn to both accept and give criticism as part of this pathway to learning.
You see, we do want to learn. We simply need to be provided an opportunity to learn in a manner that is more relevant for our world today and our future.
We still need educators who will teach and mentor us. We need teachers who are willing to share new experiences and try new things. In fact, we can learn just as much from your mistakes as we can from our own.
Please think about what we have just shared with you.
Just give us a chance.
So just give them the chance. Just give them the chance. That's what I want, and that's what we are doing now. So here are my salient features of the curricula which is coming up over here. Focus on learning and not teaching. Adaptable and responsive to changing needs. Embedding knowledge, skills, training, and certification in the courses itself. Integrating 21st century skills and values. Optional minor program or electives from cross disciplines. building courses based on chosen career path, promoting online and blended learning, fostering experiential and active learning, extending industry exposure through co-teaching, industrial internships, live industrial problems to the classrooms, minor and major projects, option for research-based education through thesis, option for multiple entry exit. So there will be certificate, diploma, degree, whenever students want to, if they finish 1 year, they can go. It is very, very student-centric with a focus on application of knowledge and skills. Our learning outcomes are aligned with our vision and mission. I said, remember those key words which are our mantra. Course outcomes are aligned with each program outcomes. Program is my UG programs, BTech, BA, BBA, whatever. 30% to 100% learning could happen in a course through problem and project-based learning. Full freedom has been given to the teacher to devise the content in such a manner that there is no such lecture, tutorial, practical kind of approach which we have been following for many years. It could be lecture, discussion, project, and so on and so forth. We have also included very well in this curricula the skill part, the 21st century skill part, through ability enhancement courses 5%, skill enhancement courses 5%, value-added courses, or maybe it's a value-added courses is 5%, skill enhancement courses 10%. It's just a typo mistake. Multiple disciplinary foundation courses. My foundation courses may come from different disciplines, right? Physics, chemistry, maths, business, liberal arts, whatever. Major core and specialization is 50%. Minor open elective courses, there is an option there, which will be 10%, and research, design, internship projects will be 10% component. I just want to highlight only the skill courses part at the moment, because in the next session you will be working on the core component. So we have ability enhancement courses like listening, reading, and writing and presentation skills, creativity and critical thinking skills, problem solving skills. These are the names of the courses, each with 2 credits already embedded in the system. Value-added courses like environmental sciences, wellness, sports, co-curricular activities, option. People who are doing sports, they will be given 2 credits. People who are doing co-curricular activities, they will be given 2 credits. Community service and engagement, 2 credits for this also. Ethics and universal human values. Then skill enhancement courses, analytical reasoning and aptitude, digital literacy, innovation and entrepreneurship, and leadership for professionals. These are 4 common courses for everybody, 2 or 3 credits each. Then we have 2 courses based upon the career choice of the student. So suppose if students are interested in going for placement, then we have a set of courses where he can pick 2 courses from there: coding skills, fundamentals of data management, presentation skills, resume writing, GD, and interview. Those who want to go for entrepreneurship career, then a set of courses are there, like design thinking, venture ideation and development, decision making, writing business plans, and so on. And then the skill courses for those students who prefer to go for higher studies, which are LOR and SOP writing, foreign language, decision making, again, research paper writing, and so on and so forth. So we are going to categorize the students right in their first year as per their career aspirations, and then they can build on their curricula as they go along. So it will be very, very personalized, individualistic curricula, and that's the way to go. The mantras of the university will certainly be part of this. You might have got a flavor from this set of courses. But as you go along, as you go into the core component, when you will be discussing with my faculty at the department level, please make sure that the courses which are being designed should be relevant in today's context. We should not have old courses in that basket. Please guide them, whatever you need as an industry, and whatever learners, look at the learners' aspirations, and what is the need of the industry and the society. Accordingly, please advise us so that we can make a strong basket. With this, I just want to say that we are ready with the infrastructure when we say active learning environment. We have good classrooms. All the classrooms are with flexible furniture, so they can be oriented in whatever manner they want. If they want to conduct a group discussion in the class, they can do like that. If they want to discuss if they want to do any presentation, they can do. If they want to do any project-based learning, they can change the orientation right there in the classroom. So we are ready as far as infrastructure is concerned. Only thing is that we just need to design the curricula properly, deliver it properly, assess it properly. Again, assessment also will not be just typical midterm evaluation or end-term examination. No. There will be a variety of assessment processes which we have included. Each course may have 2, 3, 4 kinds of assessment process, whether it is formative assessment or a summative assessment. So this is what I want from all of you at the end of the day. So my questions, my expectations from you are, do the suggested skill courses and their integration in the curricula fulfill the requirement of industries? You will tell me. If you need any change, let us know. How could industry sector assist us in imparting the skills through such courses? How can you be useful to us? I know skills cannot be taught in the classroom. It has to be practiced. So how can my industry colleagues can come over here and really help with the students to really make them skilled? Will the suggested curricular design satisfy the requirements of industry and society in general? What else can we do on the curricular side to attract students to our core engineering disciplines, core science disciplines, core art disciplines? Everybody is going towards computer science and engineering. But when I look at the core branches, in fact, 70–80% of the computer science is lying there. So how you give us suggestions, how should we attract the students in these core branches so that there is no shortage of these people when you work for your different establishments? Would some of you be available to me to co-teach courses either fully or partially? We will make arrangements. How could industry academia engage with each other on a continual basis and in what way? These are 6 questions which I am asking you, all of you, both faculty and industry are sitting here. They should interact as much as they can, have dialogue. At the end of the day, when I request our Dean Academic Affairs to conclude the event with the recommendations, I should have got answers to these questions. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address and setting up the context for today's event. We believe all the experts present here will help us in achieving the academic excellence through learning, not teaching. I now invite deans of various schools to present their overviews, achievements, and aspiration of their schools. First, let us welcome Professor Bharadwaj, Dean from Pari School of Business.
So my name is Bharadwaj, and I will give you an overview of the School of Business that we call the Pari School of Business here in SRM University-AP. Our name has been, we used to be called the School of Entrepreneurship and Management Studies. Now we are called the Pari School of Business, named after our Honorable Chancellor and founder, Dr. Parivender. Right? It's a very young school. The university itself is a very young one. And so our school is younger still. We have the BBA Honors Program, the BBA Honors by Research Program, the MBA program, and the PhD program. And our current strength right now, roughly, is BBA Honors around 70, MBA 60, PhD 15. And a couple of months back, we launched the Executive MBA as well, right, for working professionals in and around this area. So here is a very brief, I will not read out all these numbers, right? Just a few numbers if you see, right? In terms of admissions, BBA, MBA, right? In terms of placements, in terms of international placements, salary, etc., publications, you can see that in the last couple of years, right, we have made like lots and lots of impressive strides on almost every metric, right? We are, much better compared to the prior couple of years, 2021, 2020, etc. And in terms of every metric, whether it's publications or admissions, placement, everything we have progressed. And here are some. So, thus, those couple of slides that are giving you the impression that, the correct impression that we are on the right track. And we are doing very well for a very young school. We have some few very good individual achievements as well from the faculty, such as myself. I was appointed assessor for the Australian Research Council, which is the premier research grant dispersing agency in Australia. And our students, I'm happy to say, they're doing really well. Like, for example, a BBA student, he graduated a couple of years back, and he has started his own three companies, in fact. There are 3 companies, and the cumulative turnover of these 3 companies is 26 crore. And he's not even 26 years as yet, right? He's only 23 years old, right? So he is really doing extremely well. So that is Lakshman, our own alumnus. Then another current student, right? He has started his own business, a cloud kitchen business that is now doing a turnover of 2.5 crore per year. And again, he's yet to graduate. He is still very much a student. Though I wish he would attend classes more regularly, but still, right? He has his own business, so we cut him some slack, right? Then, and our recent, a couple of years back, one of our BBA graduates, Ram Narayan Chaudhary, and he is an assistant director for the well-known South Indian Telugu film, Dasara. Right? So he's assistant director for this movie. And again, he's very young. He must be like 20 to 23, that's all. Right? So these are, and in terms of placements, so it's a dream of every, I wouldn't say every, but many MBA students, they want a foreign placement. And one of our students has achieved that. He got placed at a 28 lakh package in a company called Human Resourcia in Japan. Right? So we are doing, these are some significant achievements in the last couple of years, but we are not one to rest on our laurels. Right? We have aspirations going forward. Right? We want to increase the strength in terms of, we want to have at least 120 MBA, 180 BBA, 330 PhD students over the next 3 years. And we want to start certificate programs such as in digital marketing, business analytics, etc. And we have already laid the ground for starting a PhD program, part-time PhD program. And we are also thinking of some new multidisciplinary programs like a bachelor's in technology and management, a master's in data science. All these are plans that we have going forward. And in terms of research, we want to have at least 20 ABDC for those people in industry. There is an organization called ABDC that ranks journals. A star is the best, then A. So we want to have at least 20 A star and A publications per year, once a couple of years down the line. In terms of executive education, we want to train working executives at least for 120 days in a year. And consulting, our target is at least 6 major projects per year. And this area, right, lends itself to some unique specializations like agribusiness. So that is very much on our plate. And in terms of accreditation and rankings, that we want to be the top NIRF, top 50 NIRF in the next 3 years to 5 years. We want to have the AMBA accreditation, and we want to have the AACSB accreditation as well. So these are our plans going forward. Right? So with that, I end my speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your brief introduction. So now I invite Professor Sheila Singh, Associate Dean, Faculty Affairs from School of Engineering and Sciences.
Respected guest of honors, faculty member, friends, I want to brief about SEA's curriculum and SEA's overview, aspirations, and achievement. So, School of Engineering and Applied Sciences having 10 departments, and we can see over here, computer science engineering, civil engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electrical and communication engineering, mechanical engineering, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and environmental sciences. This is the academic timeline. In 2017, we have started BTech course in CSE, ECE, mechanical. In 2018, we added 2 more BTech courses, that is EEE and civil, along with the BSc programs through all the disciplines in sciences and PhD program for both engineering and sciences. In 2021 and 2022, if you see over here, almost 7 MTech programs we have started. And in 2023, we want to start the MSc program in physics, chemistry, materials, environmental science, molecular biology, and biotechnology. At present, 5,000 students are getting benefited through this BTech, MTech, PhD, and BSc programs. Up to now, 2 batches has been graduated, that is in the 2021 and 2022, and currently 2023, 1 more batch is going to graduate. So this, just I want to show the salary highlights of the students who are graduating from our school. So if you can see over here, over the year, the packages of the students are increasing, and in 2023, the average salary of the student is almost 9.2 lakh per annum, and the top 10% students' average salary is almost 24 lakhs. The median salary of the student is 7 lakhs. So in terms of packages and placement, our school is improving. Not only in terms of placement, we also have the facility to expose students to the international curriculum, international studies. So we have the Office of International Relations and Higher Studies. This school provides several opportunities to the student as well as faculty members. So students from our school can go for a semester abroad program that we call as a SAP. And till now, 37 students has availed this opportunity. They have international higher studies option. Also, we have a international internship. So student can go and do 6 months or 3 months internship in different universities in the world, which we have a global partnership. Again, we have a conducive environment to promote research by funding or motivating. So these are the research statistics of our school. We can see here we have 1,571 publication, which is Scopus Index or Web of Science Index. We have 35 Nature Index journal publication. The average impact factor of the school is 5.47. H index is 36. We have filed 128 patents and it is published, and 6 patents has been granted just over a period of 5 years. We have 84 funded projects which accumulates to 31.07 crores. We have 259 PhD scholars, among whom 7 has submitted the thesis and 7 of them has been awarded. Provisionally awarded here, I means they have, defense is over, but the convocation is not over. We have 8 postdoctoral fellow. We have signed MOU and NDA agreement with our industry partners, research laboratory, academic institution to enhance our research curriculum. We have 15 startup companies, and these companies is registered by the students and the faculty of our school through Hatch Lab Research Center with a total turnover of 22 crores. We have several centers of excellence. Again, we have a research block, 2 research block, which is dedicated to research, 50 plus dedicated research lab, and in those labs, we have an equipment of worth 25 crores, and these equipment are procured by external funding, a part of them, or few with the university funding. So collaboratively, we have 25 crores of equipment. We also have 90 tetraflop HPCC facility and 3 GPU-based servers for the students of AI and ML. Most of this equipment, only few equipments we have put over here, so most of this equipment is used by the students by themselves. So we adopt a foreign culture, like students should use the equipment and they should get experience through these equipments. So our aspirations of the school is very much well aligned to the aspirations of the university. So we want to enrich academic excellence through interdisciplinary learning, active learning, experiential learning. Education and training to the students in the lieu of Industry 4 concept, and the most important example at present is our additive manufacturing. Job opportunities in core companies, we want to enhance the job opportunity of the student who is there in the core companies like CSE, ECE, EEE, mechanical. Increasing the industry internship. So if we increase the industry internship, the job opportunity of the students may enhance because they will have experience in the industry. Forming startup ecosystem. So we want to motivate students that they can have their own startup. Increasing industry-sponsored research projects and consultancy. Intensifying the master programs of MTech and MSc, so we want to enhance this program. Involve UG students in ongoing sponsored research project so that the student can have the experiential learning. Commercializing the patent filed by the student and faculty members. So thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. So next, let me welcome Professor Vishnupad, Dean from School of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences.
Thanks to both my colleagues. I'll be much shorter. I'd quickly want to welcome, obviously, the industry folks here, but I also wanted to say welcome to those who have come from the social sector and media and so on, not least because the school that I represent in some ways will be having, deliberations with them through the day. So this is my first slide. We are a 5-year-old school. We started in 2018, 2019. School has gone through various phases in the short history. We were impacted by COVID briefly, but I think we're recovering now. We'll see with the numbers as I go to the next slide. So in all, we have 6 departments now. Earlier, the configuration was different, but now this is the sort of form that it has taken. The 6 departments are 2 BSc departments, 1 BCom, and 3 bachelor's BA programs. So it's psychology, economics, history, liberal arts, literature and languages, and commerce. Our approach is very interdisciplinary. You'll see that when I sort of give you some sense of that, in the next few slides. There are all kinds of collaborations across, schools, amongst the faculty, as well as students and so on. There are nearly 100 students in the UG program. The numbers are small at this point. One of the things that we are focusing on is literally on admissions and outreach. We're taking a very aggressive approach as we go along. The doctoral program is there in all the departments. For the moment, we have 17 enrolled students across these 6 departments, and 8 will be joining soon. As I've mentioned earlier, school is going through a process of revamping. I'm pretty much the part of that revamping process. I'm 2 months old in this, 2.5 months old in this school. So in all, we have 36 full-time faculty, 5 distinguished professors and visiting professors and so forth. In the process of revamping, we are sort of getting in about 15 new potential faculty hires in the next 2 months, virtually at all levels. Most of our faculty in some ways are very young. They're mostly assistant professors. So one of the things we are doing is that we're trying to hire now people at the higher levels, which is the associate professors and professors, and in positions of leadership, which they will bring to our school with their experience and expertise. Active individual as well as collaborative research. That is something that we stress on as a university, but also as as a school. There have been an increase in publication over the last 3 years, from 29 to 15 in Q1 and Q2 journals across 21 to 2023. You see number 15 for 2023, but we are still in June right now, so we have 6 months to go. I spoke of the collaborative research. So I thought that I'll have one of the slides which speak about, that, collaborative research amongst our faculty across discipline and so forth. So this is basically, I've put 3 here, but there are at least 7 or 8. I didn't want to spend more time, talking about it. So one is, for instance, Amaravati and the idea of sustainable city, and that's being done across the disciplines. So you can see Department of History and Department of Liberal Arts and so forth. They are collaborating to work on this. One of the things I would like to emphasize here is that, School of Liberal Arts and Social Science is deeply immersed, the faculty as well as students are deeply immersed in their research work around this area, in Amaravati, in Guntur district, and so forth. And one of the things we would need your assistance is in thinking through what are the various ways in which we can sort of amplify that, multiply it, and so on and so forth. The other 2 collaborative projects I've mentioned here, Afterlife of Martyrdom, and then Perception of Films in India amongst the youth. One of the things you would see when you look at our curriculum is that there's an extraordinary focus on media and so forth. But we'll have a conversation on that in the next session. This again, various research grants for our faculty here from both external agencies, but as well as, SRM University is invested in the idea of research, and so we have these seed grants and so forth. And as you can see, we're pretty liberal in providing assistance to our, researchers and so on. So the first one is by NABARD. This was 2019, if I recall correctly, or 2020, when it was granted to Professor Ghanshyam Pandey. And the other two I've mentioned here again, our SRM University seed grant. And these are not the only three. There are several others. I just wanted to give you some snippets of what it looks like. Our students are doing quite well, as a matter of fact. As you can see, there are a series of students. One of the places where students go from liberal arts school here, from SRM here, is literally to universities in Europe and in US. I have a bunch of names here. I'm not going to read them out. And they're doing quite well in that respect. So in some ways, the point here would be, what are the various ways in which we can, as the students finish, what are the various ways in which they can be placed in social sector, especially around this area, but also in other places and so on. These are some of our goals. It pretty much replicates what's being already spoken of. And I think I've gone beyond my mandate of 5 minutes. In any case, we'll have a conversation, a more extensive conversation, when we meet in the next session, and obviously subsequently. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. So our next segment is addressed by our esteemed guest of honors. And today, we are fortunate to have two most important personalities. To begin with, I'm happy to introduce Mr. Dilip Gupta, the Managing Director of Sagarmala Development Company Limited. Mr. Gupta is a highly accomplished individual with a wealth of knowledge and expertise in the field of civil engineering and infrastructure development. He holds a degree in civil engineering from the prestigious IIT Roorkee, followed by a postgraduate degree from IIT Delhi. In addition to his engineering qualification, he also pursued his MBA in 2004. As a Central Engineering Services Officer since 1994, Sri Gupta has made significant contribution to various key infrastructure projects with his capacity with the Central Public Work Department. His outstanding leadership and technical skills have played a vital role in the successful execution of these projects. In the meantime, he also led the Economic Cooperation Wing with the Indian Embassy in Nepal. With this brief yet informative introduction, it is now my privilege to invite Sri Dilip Gupta to address the distinguished gathering.
First of all, a very humble pranam to my Guruji, Professor Manoj Arora, who has taught me in the then University of Roorkee, presently called IIT Roorkee. A very good morning to Dr. Vinod and all the dignitaries on the dais, deans, faculty of the SRM University, all the industry stalwart present in this APJ Abdul Kalam auditorium, ladies and gentlemen, and it will be a mistake if I don't mention the very good morning to all the students of SRM University, I think, who are putting their day in and day out for this function. And also a good morning to very media cell, which I can look up to my right-hand side. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Arora, for giving me this opportunity to come here and have an interaction with all the industry stalwarts and the faculty of this SRM University under this industry academia dialogue. Every tradition has its own inertia, and all academic institutions, although SRM might be new, but still they might be having a certain curriculum from their older universities. And to break any inertia, you need a courage. So I would like to congratulate Dr. Arora and his team to have that courage to break that inertia. And that is his daring to interact with the industry stalwart to make changes in his curriculum for all the courses, so that these boys and girls who are studying in SRM University they can take the leadership role in coming tomorrow. You know, the present problem in this country, whatever technologies you have today, that becomes obsolete tomorrow. So what is to be taught? That's the great challenge. So we have to prepare our students for the challenges which is going to come tomorrow. You know, nothing is static in this country now or in the whole world. Every day, everything is changing in very rapid speed. So we have to make them ready with their mind that if there is any change, they should be ready to change themselves to get themselves accommodated in that atmosphere. Because if you are not ready to get yourself changed, let me assure you, you will be fired very next day in this industry. Very ruthless. I am lucky that we are in the government sector. Nobody is going to throw us out until we are too bad. But in private sector, you have seen in the corona is what has happened. Even nowadays in the scenario in the US job is very, very bad. They are ruthlessly kicking you out. You might be good, but if you are not extremely good, they don't continue with you. So my point is that curriculum is about the course, foundation should be prepared in the universities, but at the same time, you must give chance to the students to explore themselves in the new environment. Pose them with a new problem, obviously related to your arena. See what opinion they have. Even the professor might be strange to know their opinion. Because the children of nowadays are totally different than what we used to be. After 40, obviously, the generation, we graduated in 91, today in 2023, almost 30, 32 years later. The things have changed a lot. The boys and girls are very smart. They are those who are focused, they are very focused. Otherwise, they are not focused at all. So they are very focused and don't know what to do. We have to only give them chance. You have to help them in exploring. Please explore them. So your curriculum should be such that you give a chance to boys and girls to explore themselves. That's what my very simple point is. On the basis of this, you can go and see what you can do. Normally, in the study part, when you teach in the classroom, you teach the formulas, okay, like I'm a civil engineer, you know how to do earthquake analysis on a building, this much will be deflection, and this is what not, the bending moment will be positive, negative, when you put this much steel, this much concrete, fine. But when these children reach to the site, they don't know what to do with that calculations. They don't know what is called what. They have never seen a building getting deflected. So I was talking to Mr. Rola in the morning, can we have some simulation aspect of it, where the boy and girl can go on the computer and just by changing, okay, the earthquake today, the Richter scale is 7.2, let me put it 7, and then the wind forces this much, dead load on the building this much, and see how my building is tilting every second on that. Can we see a deflecting pattern on the computer so that I can appreciate, oh, that's why we provide the negative reinforcement on this side. This would be able to appreciate by looking at that. Because unless you see something, you don't appreciate it. Theory you can have heard anything, you can learn anything, but in practice, if you see, then you are able to make good judgments on that. Okay, that's why we do this. That is more important. When you go to the site, we know in the civil, those who are from the civil industry, they might be knowing what is called cover concrete. We provide a cover to the steel. We know it very well. Oh, in the column, it should be 50 mm, in the beam, it should be 40 mm, something like that. But we never know how to maintain that. What happens if there is something 10 mm less? What is the impact of that? What is the durability? So all these aspects which comes into picture has to be taught. I thought the university can put in some samples over there where they can literally tell them by showing it some sample, okay, look what we are doing and how we should do at site, so that if a child understands the things during the study period, then he relates his theory with the execution part. As I think when they need support, I think this is a very ongoing campus, a lot of construction, not only for construction, even for the computer science. Anything which is happening in your campus, sir, a construction is going on. take your civil engineering guys over there, ask them to see the real drawings, which is there for your construction. See the real placement of reinforcement bar, how they are providing cover, how they are making a concrete, how they are filling a cube, real cube, how they are filling. In the lab, they filled it. They know in the lab we have flat vibrators and everything to cast a cube. But in actual scenario, we don't have. So they should learn the practical aspect of it, and then how to maintain the quality. Similarly, for a computer engineer, they know what is called networking. They might be learning about the LAN, WAN, and everything. Similar time, your campus is already in the WAN and LAN. Try to teach them, okay, go and have a look now. How the LAN is going, where is the networking, where is the switch, where is the hub. You read all those things. Try to relate there in the site, in your campus itself. They can learn a lot. Need not to go to industry. Obviously, they will go to the internship period. Here itself, they can learn a lot. So that's my advice, sir. Obviously, when I will go into the civil engineering curriculum, I would like to contribute my bit over there, what we look forward in the civil engineering side. If anything, management, okay, let me come back. What I was doing, I forgot. I could just come to the hot topic on today. So as far as I worked a lot in the CPWD. I joined CPWD in 1994 as a 1993 batch officer, and I got a lot of construction done. And thanks to the Roorkee, in Roorkee, the practice was that whatever we normally being taught in the forenoon session, normally the practical of that session is taken in the afternoon session. Like if you know what is called bending of the beam. When we come in the afternoon session for the practical, there will be a beam casted for us, put on the machine, and they put different loads, and we try to break the beam so that we can see where is the shear failure coming, where is the bending failure coming. So that knowledge, thanks to Dr. Arola and his then professor, team of professors, who has ruthlessly asked us to put in a lot of effort to work on all those practicals. They really taught us. Every deflection pattern they describe. In theory, oh, you are supposed to get 6 mm, but why it is not coming 6 mm? Let the professor explain there. The professors were there to explain us why it is so, why the shear crack is not coming straight, why it is coming at 45 degrees, why this pattern. So you learn all those things in the practical terms there. So when we joined the CPWD, we use those things that comes to my memory, and we learned a lot. But obviously, the practical experience is something different. When I was in IIT Delhi, there was a professor. I still remember the course named C771 Concrete Technology. He taught us so beautifully that we were only 37 students registered in that course. And whenever Professor Krishnamurthy comes to the class, there are more than 200 students. All windows were open, everybody is in the corridor, classroom inside, everywhere packed. He comes with his own mic because IIT Delhi doesn't provide mic at that time. So he comes with his own mic and my small speakers because he knows a lot of children are there to listen. But he taught us beautifully. Even today, I have that C771 notes in my home. Even today, I keep it reserved. If I have any doubt in concrete technology, I go back and refer to that. So nice. And always practical example. He knows if you want to delay the setting of concrete, you should use chini or sugar. Nothing, no chemical is required, just add a little bit of sugar and it will be working. If you want to fast setting, okay, caustic soda in the home, add a little bit of it. You will set it in 1 hour. Why? Because the chemical composition of that. So he relates with the practical aspects. So the whole purpose of telling this is to you, sir, that in the classroom teaching, if it can be combined with the practical aspect of it, in the forenoon session, you do the classroom. Afternoon session, if you have the field activity sort of thing, where you can relate your theory in the morning, in the afternoon session, children can adopt. They need not to learn it. Rather, by seeing, they will learn and keep it. We all know that if we see something, we remember it for longer time than the remembering the things and the formulas. So thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity on this. As I also keep on changing my job profile, because once I do one set of things, like in the building side, in the CPWD, I did a lot of buildings. I'm tired of that. The last building I constructed was the Supreme Court of India. There is a new Supreme Court of India construction. Why I'm just mentioning it because there's something to tell you about that. At that point of time, when we completed this building in 2018, the cost of construction for a completely air conditioned with a triple basement, The cost in Delhi is something going around 65,000 rupees per square meter. Complete air conditioned and modern type building, but with the old look of Supreme Court, the big pillars, all cladding of stones and all. We make it at 34,000 rupees square meter. Because of sheer reason, each and everything we did the research. We planned the building for 3-star Griha rating, but we completed it on 5-star Griha rating. And that with a cheaper cost. Only thing, my whole team, we were 17 engineers involved in that. Every morning at 10 a.m., I used to chair a meeting. All the issues we discussed in the morning, either somebody convinced me or he should get convinced by me. That's the formula. Let engineers discuss it openly. Koi hierarchy nahi, kahin kuch nahi. Everybody discuss it plainly. And we try to reach to a conclusion which should be sophisticated, but at the same time workable and cost efficient and modern. All the things. In the air conditioning, we find at the end of that whole discussion, in the air conditioning, okay, there were all parameters, but somebody come to us, sir, if you put one sensor, it is just costing you just 1,100 rupees, but it can give you all the gases component in the air, like what is the nitrogen, what is the carbon monoxide, what is the carbon dioxide, and you can truly understand you need to whether increase the fresh air inflow or not. So we find it good. In the Supreme Court, where the thousands of people are coming into the courtrooms, there could be problem of gases. So we design it, small changes make a big impact on the whole system but you should be ready to adopt. So what that's my point is that, sir, you should be ready to engage with the next day threat and opportunity. And you should develop your children in that environment that he should be struggling tomorrow, but trying to find out a solution and the best solution existing at least on that day. So we provide that, and it's a fantastic thing. Supreme Court judges appreciated it a lot because that's a new thing we have provided into the government system, and that is not creating any problem in the Supreme Court, the new campus. So this is the building side I was telling. Presently, I am being in the Sagarmala. Just to mention, just for the knowledge of you, I'm here, I thought I should let you know what is called Sagarmala. Sagarmala is a program of Government of India by which we are trying to reduce the logistic cost by 35,000 to 40,000 crore rupees a year, because presently the logistic cost of India is something around 14 to 15%, which in the very advanced countries something around is 8 to 9%. So our Honorable Prime Minister has instructed that we should try to lower down the logistic cost so that whatever we save at the 4, 5, 6% in the logistic cost, that will be the advantage for the entrepreneur or for the manufacturer so that he will be competitive in the international market, so that we can be more export oriented and the country can grow much faster. On that way, the Sagarmala has 4 pillars. We have got the port capacity augmentation. I'm very happy to announce that in year 2014, when the program was launched, we have the port capacity is only 1.5 billion ton. As on today, we stand, the target was to make it 3 billion ton by 2030. I'm happy to say that we are already 2.4 billion ton as on date. And this is the efficiency as of now, the utilization is something like 60% of the port right now. So we have the much capacity available to us. And now we have revised our target to go to 3.5 billion ton by 2030. And our port efficiency is obviously increased because the second pillar of the Sagarmala was increasing the port efficiency by modernization. So all the ports are being modernized with the help of PPP model. Now we are auctioning all our berths to the private players so that they can bring in their private efficiency along with the new machinery computerization of 5G and all. And the turnaround type of ship, recently the JNPT has made a record by making it a 0.9 days only. So from when we started in 2014, it was 4 days, now it has come to 0.9 days only. So that's the achievement we have in the Sagarmala division. Third, we are also developing the coastal economic zones. All the industry, why the Prime Minister wanted that we should develop this coastal economic zone, because the industries are in and around the coast, the logistics, which are particularly import and export oriented units. Then the logistic count for the hinterland can be reduced to zero, they can do the production at the coast and export it from there only itself. So, but thereby the logistic cost will be reduced in a huge amount. So that was the third pillar. Fourth is obviously we are looking to the coastal shipping now. Government is promoting a lot of coastal shipping. It has its own advantages because of the carbon problem. So carbon emission will be minimum when we go through the shipping. And you know, each vessel which carry almost 50,000 ton, and each truck carry only 20 tons. So we are carrying 2,500 trucks material in one vessel. So obviously you can understand how much carbon footprint is being reduced in the country. So on which the government is on a much bigger path. We are working very hard on that to make it a viable solution for the country. Thank you all. I think I have spoken a lot about me, myself, about the curriculum and all. And thank you, big thanks to you, sir, for providing me this opportunity. Once again, a very big thank you to all of you for listening to me patiently. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insight with us, particularly on experiential learning. Sir, we will give our young minds a chance to explore themselves, and we will also make them an industry-ready candidate, and also we will train them on the technology basis. Thank you so much, sir. So moving forward, I am very much excited to introduce another esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Vinod Kumar, IAS, the Managing Director and CEO of AP SSTC Skill Development. Dr. Vinod Kumar is an accomplished civil servant and a prominent figure in the field of skill development and training in India. His journey in the civil services began after he cleared the UPSC examination, and he has held various important positions in the government focusing on skill development, training, and education. Under his dynamic leadership, AP SSDC has emerged as a leading skill development organization in India. Dr. Vinod Kumar has played a pivotal role in establishing strategic partnership with industries, educational institutions, and the international organization to enhance skill training opportunities for the youth. He has successfully implemented numerous skill development programs across various sectors, including manufacturing, IT, healthcare, agriculture, and tourism, enabling thousands of individuals to acquire employable skill. So with these words, let us welcome Dr. Vinod Kumar to address the gathering.
Andariki namaskaram. A very good morning. Mr. Dilip Gupta sir, Professor Manoj K. Arora, Deans of the various schools, Dr. S. Manathan, all the participants from the industry and academia, a very good morning. First of all, I'm very delighted to be in a university campus. It reminds me of my college days. Just 8 years ago, I was also in the campus with my friends, teachers. Every time I come to an education institute, I feel that I'm talking to the future of the country. Thank you for this opportunity. SRM University is a sprawling campus. When I was under training, means as soon as I came to IAS, so we'll have a 1-year training like OJT, what you called as assistant collector. As part of the assistant collector, I was assistant collector of Anantapuram district. So we'll have a month in the secretariat of Andhra Pradesh. That was the time when the master plan of the city was going on, and we had an opportunity to know that the SRM is going to come up, how it was going to come up. That was my first interaction with you, and now I'm here addressing you. I'm a doctor. I'm an MBBS doctor. Now I'm going to speak about skilling and industry. First of all, let me tell you, in a doctor's life, he'll never feel that he'll never be unemployed. If you're a doctor in India, you are one of the most sought after person. You will be having, you just say that you will have 10, 20, 30 job offers for you. Why is that so? Because medicine is a grand example of industry and academia partnership. Every medical school is in a hospital, that is an industry which serves ongoingly, and a student learns ongoingly on the job. I'm very delighted to hear Dilip Gupta sir's speech, where he was speaking about how his education institute provided a practical approach. I am graduated from Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute, Bangalore, Karnataka. So it is a very old and a very reputed college. There are only 82 seats, and in the top 83 ranks, the college would close. In my batch, it was top 83. I was 53rd rank. The one lady, she did not take up Bangalore because she was married and she wanted to be in Manipal. So usually 82 seats, top 82 ranks, it is closed. It had 7 attached hospitals, including the then Nimhans. Now it is, we used to have postings in Nimhans. And we used to have postings in Sanjay Gandhi Trauma Center, Kidwai Oncology Cancer Hospitals. Now they all have become their autonomous institutes. Once upon a time, in Southeast Asia, after AIIMS New Delhi, Bangalore Medical College was number 2 in the patient's input which it used to have. Now there are a lot of autonomous bodies which have come like PJ Chandigarh, JIPMER and all, but those were the days. Now it stands at number 7. You name a country in the world, BMC doctors are there. That is, my alumni are there. It's the only medical college in the world to have doctors' presence in every country. So you can, Djibouti, there is a BMC doctor working there. Why is that so? The employability of a doctor from that institution is of extreme high level. When we were undergraduates, I myself have conducted 95 deliveries, including twins, big baby, eclampsia, HIV, hepatitis and all. I just graduated. I didn't do my practice. Immediately after my MBBS, I wrote my medicine, means I wrote my UPSC with medical science as optional, so I got into my first attempt in IAS. That's again, I would like to attribute to my college. Because whatever they taught, like how Dilip sir was telling, whatever they taught me when I was in medical school was so fresh in my mind, I thought I'll take medical science as optional. I took medical science as optional. Everybody told, tum pagal ho, who will take medical science? I told, bhai, I'm confident. I think I'll do it. I just read 1 month for my UPSC exams, and I scored highest in medical science in the country. And I would attribute my success to UPSC to one of that. Means, why am I keep on telling all these things is, when I graduated from medical science, MBBS, I was educated by my academia, I was skilled by my academia, and I was completely employable. Now, we are moving to such a world. Just before this assignment, I was Director of Medical Education of Andhra Pradesh, and I was also Commissioner of Secondary Health of Andhra Pradesh. So I was there from the first case of COVID. Now I am the MD and CEO of AP State Skill Development Corporation. I see that there is so much of unemployability. If you have read today's newspaper, Enadu speaks like this. The whole population of India, if you take, more than 9% of the population is utterly unemployed. So they're just not doing anything. Andhra Pradesh, the recently Niti Aayog's report, it says 34.2% of Andhra Pradesh graduates are unemployed. Means they're graduated, but they're not employed. Whereas if you look at China as on date, 30 years ago it was 2.5%, 10 years ago it was 1.17%, today it is 0.5% unemployed. Means, have you ever seen a Chinese going out of his country for job? No, but we'll see a lot of Indians do that. Similarly, Japan is little better, means a little worse than China, I would say. It is not 1.4 something, it is near to 1%. But look at what happened to India. It was 4% 30 years ago, 6% 10 years ago, today it is 9%, and the gap is rising. The demographic dividend, what we are speaking about, is going to become demographic disaster if we do not act right now. Talking about AP State Skill Development Corporation, as already thanks to the introduction given about me. This is the largest state skill development mission in the country. So we have presence throughout the state. Now, what is the state planning to do is to bring about a cascading skill ecosystem. Thanks to the National Education Policy 2020, it has been very transformational in its thoughts. Previously, we thought that somebody gets educated, and then he'll get skilled, and then he'll look for opportunities. In fact, there are places, like when I was in training in IAS, so we'll have something called Bharat Darshan. So it is like 2 months, you will roam the whole country to see how your country is. So as part of that, we covered 23 states. In that Bharat Darshan, we went to Mysore, and I saw the campus of one leading IT company. So they told they're training them. So I told, bhai, kya kar rahe ho? Like, bloody, they're already 4 years they're educated. Then you went to campus, you recruited them, and then you are putting them into a training class to train them so that they'll work for your company. Then what did they do in the 4 years? They were getting educated. So now I'm saying it is across board, everybody is doing that. So we have innumerable industries. Like as the gentleman told, APSSTC, Andhra Pradesh State Skill Development Corporation, has a distinction of having one of the highest corporate connect. We have 3,457 small and large industries we are connected to officially. So when we keep interacting with them, all of them are doing that. What they're doing is, they go to campus. Again, they'll take them to their campus. They'll train them in their language of the IT or their specific tools and equipment. Then they employ them. So here we are wasting our valuable time. And the student, after 4 years, he's going out and he's roaming for job, he's hopeless, his confidence level comes a lot down. And he ends up doing a lower level of things. If you look at the global industry and economy, the leadership roles, the key roles, we are not seizing those opportunities. The state of Andhra Pradesh, under the leadership of Honorable CM, Shri Y.S. Jagannath Reddy Garu, we have conceptualized something called skill cascading ecosystem. So we are going to establish a skill university in 2 locations. Tirupati, we already have the land. Visakhapatnam, we are conceptualizing. So this university is going to build the curriculum. So we'll build the curriculum, we'll build the standards, and we'll tell education institutions like you that you should be doing this in your academia. Then we have skill colleges below that. 1 in each district, we have 26 districts. Here, NSQF, National Skill Qualification Framework, has level 1 to level 10. Level 5 and above kind of skilling courses will be done there. Below that are the skill hubs, which are in every assembly constituencies. We have 175 assembly constituencies. 192 of them we have already established. Here we do level 1 to level 4. So these kind of skillings are like, the kind of skills we need to lead a daily life. Electrician, plumber, stitching, data entry operator, these kind of things. Below that are the skill spokes. The skill spokes are specialized skilling centers. Maybe SRM University may need a skilling center, dedicatedly. So if you give me a carpet area, like let's say this one, so I'll make this a skill spoke. So what do? I'll put my infra, I'll run the course, I'll fund from government. So you are students, because if you have 6,000 students in your campus, or somebody from nearby also can utilize that facility. So this is a skill cascading ecosystem. In fact, this has been recognized as one of the role model for skilling in the country. Honorable Prime Minister was briefed about this recently, and we got calls from Niti Aayog trying to understand what you are doing. Jharkhand is already visiting us, and we have 2 more states visiting us, trying to understand how we are doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, what is that we want to say is that somebody gets educated, then you skill them, it doesn't work. Whenever they're in the education setup, you need to skill them. Honorable CM keeps telling, education is transformed. Skilling has to transform. When you're getting educated, you polish them inside the educational institution so that as soon as they're graduated, they're employable. Right now, the education industry is educating the students, but they're not employable. This is the parody we are dealing with. It is a Herculean task. We just started this, and we are on the right direction. Thanks to universities like SRM, it has conducted industry and academia. This is absolutely important. Like if you look at the medical field, there, whenever a new drug comes to the market, it is immediately introduced to the medical college. The trials happen in the medical college. The trials happen in the hospitals. So MBBS graduate or a postgraduate who is getting educated there, he knows the reality of the world. Unfortunately, the conventional subjects, the engineering subjects, and the other subjects, they're not meeting, they're not having such kind of aggressive interaction with that. Today, I'm really delighted to know that this is happening. In the state of Andhra Pradesh, we are taking up modernization of ITIs and Polytechnic. There are certain education institutes which are becoming outdated. If we don't keep pace with it, we may have to close them down. So coming August 15th, we are planning a massive inauguration of all the ITI polytechnics. We are going to upgrade them to the Industry 4.0, and we are going to introduce an integrated skilling program in ITI. Let's say an ITI graduate does an electrician trade. With that, he'll have an option of 1 to 8 kind of skilling courses. Within the 2 years of curriculum, he can complete that. Once he graduates from ITI, he will have an ITI certificate in hand, plus the skill development certification, which are NSQF aligned, and those certificates are recognized throughout the world. We know that there is a lot of demand in the Middle East, a lot of construction is coming up, they need electricians and plumbing. So this is how we are modernizing the ITI, Polytechnic, and skilling ecosystem of the country, of the state especially. We definitely need universities like you. We definitely need industries like you. So gone are the days where government is not willing to interact with industry and academia. So we are going to conduct a corporate conclave, which also has an industry academia for this particular purpose. So I'm going to invite all of you officially also. I'm going to invite the SRM University as well for this. We want to interact with universities. We want to interact with industries to know what kind of skilling you want, what kind of graduate you want, who is the person you are going to employ. Finally, the students and the people of Andhra Pradesh should get benefited out of it. A nurse in Andhra Pradesh is surplus. We also have nursing colleges which are innumerable in number. They're producing more nurses, and there are some cultural and historical reasons why some of them do nursing. If they're employed in Andhra Pradesh, they get 10,000 rupees per month. If they're employed in Maharashtra, probably they'll get 15,000. If they're employed in Japan, they'll get 45,000 rupees per home. Per month means 45,000 rupees. Straight away, she can send it to her home. The food, accommodation, everything is taken care. Similarly, if you're a plumber or an electrician here, we may not have that kind of opportunity. If you want to fly to Middle East, there is umpteen opportunities. If you're a driver here, you have a limited opportunity. Europe needs drivers of truck drivers and all. So we are also looking for international skilling. So I'm requesting all of you to also think how our academia is not only, the industry academia dialogue is not only restricted to the state or this country, also globalize this, because this is going to become one world where there is a lot of interaction. In fact, Honorable Prime Minister is interacting with West Australia. Wherever he goes, the agenda is our certificates you should recognize. Means if I'm a doctor here, I have an MBBS, you go to that country and you can straight away practice as a doctor. I'm a nurse, I go there, you can straight away practice like that. If I'm an engineer so-and-so, you go there, you should be able to straight away practice there. So such a wonderful event today is, and thanks for making me part of this. I wish you all the best, and I also wish that the SRM University becomes one of the leading universities in the country and brings laurels to the state of Andhra Pradesh. Thanks once again for giving me this opportunity, and all of you have a very good day. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your inspiring words on education, skill, and employability. Sir, our Vice Chancellor always used to say, we have to work together, align to achieve a set target. So now I see our university vision and mission also aligns with our state government. So we're happy to see that we are on the same line. So with this, thank you so much, sir. Now, it's time to express our gratitude to our guest of honors. I request Vice Chancellor, sir, to present the memento, shawl, and citation to Mr. Dilip Gupta. Sir, please accept it as a token of gratitude. Now I request our Registrar, sir, or Prem Kumar of SRM University-AP to present the memento, shawl, and citation to Dr. Vinod Kumar, sir. Sir, please accept it as a token of gratitude. Thank you, sir. So great, we have witnessed an exciting morning session, which will undoubtedly lead to a meaningful dialogue between industry and academia. So I take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to our esteemed guest of honors, Mr. Dilip Gupta and Dr. Vinod Kumar, for gracing us with their presence and sharing their valuable experience and inputs. Thank you so much, sir. We also extend our deepest appreciation to our Vice Chancellor, sir, for setting up the contest for this dialogue. I also thank the Registrar, sir, Dr. Prem Kumar, for his gracious presence on all the deans who are present here. Once again, thank you so much present here. Thank you so much.